Welcome back, guys. As usual, the usual suspects. That one who usually has a different name. What's your name today?
We moved from Mekatilili Wamenza to Kinjakitile Ngwale to Giacomo Lemutiso to... Was there another one? The two-faced platypus penguin.
Okay.
Yeah. Today I'm going to be Gasara Wing. Yeah.
One day we'll have a whole podcast to explain how you come up with this.
No, okay, so here's the thing. I
wanted to ask that.
No. A lot of these people, leave aside the two-faced platypus penguin, this is our history. And as Africans, we don't document our history. So unless I mentioned Mekatilili or Kinjeketile, you really didn't remember them.
I do. I'm a historian. I have a niece and a nephew.
Holding my tongue.
Who are in the 6th grade and the 5th grade, and we do assignments.
I see. That's very different.
Yeah.
Like for someone who doesn't have that privilege of having people who are going through these classes, they don't really remember them like that, and people tend to forget. So like as a way of keeping them alive, because these are our shujars, then yeah. So I'll keep on coming up with a different moniker every episode.
Awesome.
But I'll be more intentional about it. I'll not just dry hump it. It's going to be... I'll give context. Yeah. So Gasarawin was touted to be one of the first protectors of the Boni Forest. Yeah. He has a whole story about being an apprentice and stuff like that.
Washroom vibes. You know what they do on the NSK washrooms?
Unaniita choo. You're calling me a toilet.
Waliandika hizo majina za watu kwa choo ndio as you're taking a shit you remember that person.
Why you took that was such a turn. I was like, why?
Heri hata uniambie mimi nakaa floss in mauano.
No, like umenikumbusha tu NSK ukiingia.
I was like,
It's true.
Like
you remind yourself. There was this lady, like the last one I read was the Mandela wife. And she had a foundation and I didn't know, and I was like,
Winnie Mandela?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, still on the introduction. Owen. Do you want to say hi today?
I'll always say hi. I love my people. In touch with my listeners, I hope. Love the feedback. Well, I am hiding.
His future is his future is so bright.
I was waiting for that. I knew that was the automatic answer, and then it went well. I was like, oh shit.
It's going philosophical. Simplify it, bro. Simplify it. The grass is not green where it's on the other side. It's where
you water it. Anyway,
you wet it.
And I was still very lovely. Where? Bado tuna introduce our lovely for we. Anyway, we still have our lovely guest here with us. And kama kawaida tunapenda kukusikia kidogo. Tafadhali jitambulishe.
My name is Wambui.
Naweza nitakatela mnaweza nitakuwa komboge nikimonyoski na area. Where's that guy by the way? What happened to Katelo?
The economy.
Wait, si wacha introduce bwana.
That was straightforward to the point. Hey, I've not seen one with veins on his forehead. Oh, there are two.
Oh shit, no.
Anyway, my name is Wambui.
Hey.
But you can call me Bobo.
C4E.
Nzi.
Bobs.
Did you guys see this lady who said, my name is Doni, aka Doni Yeho? That babe makes my days.
Nikaule YG.
Doni Yeho.
Hey, YG. Unajua YG ni nani?
Young Zag.
Hapana, Waiganjo. Mlika UKRD the Don.
His full name is?
Kerago.
Okay. Let me tell you. Kings of butchering names are these people from this tribe. I had an auntie.
Si mnakuanga.
Sijali leo nimejitoa. Hii ni embarrassing. But we used to call this auntie of mine Auntie Mbre.
Auntie what?
Auntie Mbre. So you have to say it with a Meru accent. Mbre.
What's the name?
Mbre. Only to realize later in life, like last year is when I saw her names on her ID. It's Bridget.
Awe sasa Mrinjit, unataka tuseme aje Mrinjit na hizo vitu
I
zote bana.
swear I know. So how did you go for Bridget to
Mrinjit.
Bridget to Mbre?
Mlinjin kamera.
Yeah. Anasomea
Kalimu.
kakoromoni very.
Anyway, back to the topic, guys.
Mama yake alikuwa na ile miraa. Ile pickup. Ile ilienda
One of the
kugokwa
things I
pale
remember we were
Thika.
critiqued about is all of us talking at the same time. I don't think this will end anytime soon.
No, it won't.
Yeah. Mtuzoe tu.
One of the things I was critiqued anyway was one person talking at a time.
So they wanted people to shout like
Hiyo
in
stuff
church.
ilikuwa wild because nilikuwa na shanga unataka nikesha ama ni nini? Unataka tuongee sisi wote at the same time.
Yo. Dhoni yo. Anyway.
That should be our jingle. We should record it.
We should ask that babe to just come say hi.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aki Owen akona meeting. Usitupatie stress. Green flags or red flags?
Sasa ni
story
free
time.
for all.
The story times.
Karibu kwenye tafsira.
So we've
Tafakari ya babu.
talked about the green flags of the workplace or things you look for, the green flags you look for when you're moving to a new workplace or in your workplace. We talked about the red flags, and now the traditional historian there decided we're going to freestyle it now. But
Traditional
based on both
historian.
the topics we've talked about today. So I want to say our guest starts first, but because RJ had a
For
story,
Ibobo boy.
and the reason why he didn't speak on the last episode is because he was really waiting to pour his heart out during this episode. Shall we?
Caught between burning bridges and just being honest. Okay, but by being honest, I'll burn bridges. But I can be honest without burning bridges. Let's see. What should we title this episode?
We shall know as
As we go on.
yeah.
Anyway, bad wahala at the workplace. I think one thing I don't understand is people who go into a workplace saying that those are not your friends, you don't owe them anything, don't even open up, don't open a part of yourself and stuff like that and whatnot. And the reason why I don't understand is because you get into the office at 8 o'clock, you're getting out at 5 p.m. This is 8 hours of your day. You're spending 40 hours a week with these people. If you guys don't have some sort of decorum, at what point are you going to have the space and the time in your life to heal from other mental traumas and anguishes that you're going on? Or are you just going to keep on compounding, and then go and release on now these so-called safe spaces that you have? Your wife at home, you get home, your kids made a mistake, the teacher maybe alikuwa anamonea but umesikia tu mtu huyo amefukuzwa shule, unakuja unampea kichapo cha So I don't understand that concept. And I guess it's also affected how it is that I've interacted with people at a place I don't say if I was employed. Let me put it that way. Yeah, because you have people, number one, who feel threatened by your existence. So people who've been brought up with a scarcity mentality, and they think that there's not enough food on the table for everybody to eat. Whereas in reality, when you look at it, there's so much opportunity that if you extend grace to this person and you just allow them to prosper and flourish, it even looks good on you as a senior, as a manager, as a senior manager, as a partner, as a director, as a CEO. So I think personally I've witnessed very many infractions. I've witnessed people being broken down, like their spirit being broken down in office spaces, all because there's somebody who maybe they were lazy. They've been lazy and they don't want anybody else to do better than them. And things like those ones. So yeah, I can feel myself getting emotional, so I'm going to stop there before I start crying. And then, yeah. Stop being solemn, all of you people, but surely.
Story gonna juice
Zizi. Nimerealize, unaona, naweza choma picha vibaya sana. And that's the thing. So let me figure out how I'm going to say it without showing picture. Yeah.
The one thing I usually love about Gen Z is I don't know, they're too brave to call out things that maybe most of us who grew up in a...
They're brave enough to call out injustices.
Yeah. And walk out. And I think me, being an old soul and having a gap between me and my friends and siblings, najipatanga nikifollow their ways. So I'm usually so scared to call out shit. I'd rather call it out in the bathroom crying and dancing than I do office with a straight face like... And the boss is like, you okay? Yes, we're okay.
But I think that's also a testament to how somebody was raised. Because if you were raised to see authority as this magnificent deity that cannot be poked or pricked or, harmed in any sort of way, you're definitely not going to be brave enough to speak against certain injustices.
Realizing also religion plays a role on it.
Oh my God.
How many times are you told not to question God?
Just exact. Okay.
And move with it.
Then I experienced it also nikiwa kwa lift, where there was tax appeal tribunal. There was a tax appeal tribunal that was happening downstairs, and then there was like a sports appeal tribunal happening upstairs. So the clerk, based on how his suit was looking, ni hawa sewa prophet of war. So mse ameingia kwa lift na ameingia na colleague wake. So colleague wake na kuanga tu mse wa vibes and inshallah. So these guys are wondering why there was somebody in the tribunal who wasn't being phased, or they're just saying things and stuff like that. And then this clerk is like, mse anakuanga mtu wa Mungu ama ni mtu wa shetani? So now just they're like, this guy was just speaking his mind against authority and injustice. But this other person is like, Lucifer, and things like those ones. But yeah, I think on a personal level, and I guess this is why I experienced some certain infractions as well. My mzee always taught us, because even he was taught, to speak up. So even we, back when I was home, we would have a daily family meeting where everybody talks about their day. And each person is given an opportunity to be the chair of that meeting. So it becomes very difficult. Yeah, like, okay, today's Emmanuel's day.
We imagine your meeting, how long?
It's normally an hour or an hour and a half.
Okay.
I mean, that's how they're able to sustain how many they are.
Exactly.
Clearly.
Sessions like that are really important.
Yeah, so you find that Emmanuel grows in confidence to the point that now his teachers feel like he's being rude because he's questioning the authority. He's been taught to ask when he doesn't understand. Yeah. So one of the things I learned is how to, in the workplace, is how to ask and speak up against injustices in a manner that doesn't make the person's insecurities flash out and flash up. Because
so in some sense, your experiences have trained your emotional intelligence, yeah?
My God, me, I don't understand for the life of myself why someone will feel threatened that I was an MC. See, if I'm a good orator, then that looks good in the company.
Feel threatened
because I was an MC.
For a work event.
For a fucking work event, man.
Would they rather be them being the MC?
They've been in the company for about, 17 years, and they've never had that opportunity. What makes them think that all of a sudden the opportunity is going to come up for them?
You need to heal.
Ati?
You need to heal.
I need to heal. No, this person just needs to stop being a dick.
Hata mi hapo
She's just
ningejam.
spoken about. I mean, she's spoken like a true HR person.
Man, you know.
Speaking of, nimekumbuka one time in a place I used to work. Hata huko walikuanga na ile hata CEO akikuja mnasimama. You get like such vibes. And then there was some harassment going on, verbal sexual harassment that was going on. And I decide, you know, at the beginning you don't know how it works. So I decided the safest person to go to was the HR. Guess what the HR told me? Huyu anakuanga hivyo, zoea tu. We make sure tusipite karibu na yeye.
Z.
And I'm like, aren't you supposed to make the workspace a bit
Man,
comfortable
you know.
for all of us? So ukiniambia huyu anakuanga hivyo, zoea ama avoid the hallway where his office is.
Siadi yeye compromise kiasi. Mbona si compromise?
Because wako the same.
Ben, mnakuanga na hiyo utiaji huku.
But that was interesting.
Una story. It's very hard to give a story without incriminating other people, no?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've struggled with that one. But your MC meniuma. Fuck. Unajua hata
Unafaa uende uambiwe
wewe
mzee.
ngoja. Unajua hii Christmas party wameninyima MC.
I shall speak to why. Not why, but I have had. No, I haven't had. But well, I don't know how the information came to me. But yeah.
Walisema ati there's been gossip on the corridors and the hallways of the office. There's people who felt uncomfortable.
By you being an MC.
Yeah, by me being an MC.
You need to go and sit down with this person.
If I sit down with them, I'll fight them.
Let me call out my workplace now. Kwanza hata hii ndio inaniuma at all as much cause
Ika tumesema NDA, fuck NDAs.
yeah, tunatoka. So if they want to incriminate me, I'm already out there. So I give in my what is it called? Resignation. At first it was received like my boss told everyone else I'm leaving. So in short, kind of mkijua so that we do handovers. And I was like, okay, he took it nicely because I was expecting it to. Like he would first want to have a conversation first and then because kawaida with previous people who have left, I knew that was the tradition. Say my phone is blowing up because I'm being asked for things as if I had said I'll not do them. You get, like, I have another couple of weeks to make sure the handover is fine. I've done the due diligence of saying in the correct time. And even on my letter, it says I'll hand over everything plus do the tasks that were still pending for me before this date. Say I didn't show pesa. Naambiwa before end of COP, I need this to reflect on our accounts. And I'm like, hata tujafanya recon. And the reason why we're slowing down on recon is because I need to gather all my receipts. I just landed. I need to do things. You guys are asking for left, right, center. Anataka contact report. Anataka niongelesho huyu. Aende anataka niongelesho huyu. Na anataka bado aone do. And then
everything everywhere all at
part,
once at the same time.
He's not talking to me directly. He's talking to everybody else. Now I'm being relayed messages by the rest of the group. And I'm like, where's the courtesy to even say, hi, maybe I'm not happy because you're leaving, but can we explain situations where maybe this could work in a way the transition can? Because in generality, that's how any workplace should be. Because it's not like it's a reflection of I had a bad working place. It's a new opportunity that I want to explore. That it's
Now still flight risk.
Flights, but seriously.
No,
Fence. You know, we were talking about nimejam because before end of COB, I'm like, it's 3.
Hiyo ni mambo yao. The company will not fall apart because Conella didn't give receipts.
Exactly. In fact, I'm a speck in the whole sand.
I think that's the other thing that this management needs to realize. We have that attitude. Like we know the revenues that you guys bring. We know the kind of profits that the company has. we know that the company will not fall apart if I don't put a comma on one of these tables, which is something I was actually penalized for in one of the appraisals. Yeah. They came in and they were like, so now, Ngunjiri, you're doing well, but when someone gives you comments on the PowerPoint and you address them, don't delete. That's like a whole thing. Or when your tables, you present them, make sure that the font, the alignment is consistent. So I was like, okay, you're not even going to speak to the technical work that I've done. Z.
This is in review or in performance appraisal? Because I'm wondering how these things are coming up.
Appraisal. Stuff will go appraisal.
Okay.
Imagine.
That's weird.
And you know, the funny thing is how
Ndio maana umeona nimeshikilia roho because
I know.
I have episodes where my boss was the best, and I have episodes where I feel like crying sometimes, to be honest. But why can't we have one side of the spectrum? Like, mbona tunasemanga lazima mtu akwe na both extremes? Why have we normalized having both extremes? Have you ever had a situation where mtu anasema, akiwa amefurahia, ako tu sawa. Hey, you guys will flow. Work will flow, nini. But when he's mad. And I'm like,
it's giving mental health
Your
issues.
boss is a bad leader.
Aki, next year. After, like,
By the tuna delay release.
yes, please, because you.
Wataka kusema kitu wewe? Unajua umenyamaza. Anyway, the boss is a bad leader.
Yeah, because I don't know. That means that they're using their emotions to dictate the kind of environment that they're creating for you guys. It's bad.
I agree, but as much as it's not good to lead with emotions, as human beings, normally we're emotional. You can't really avoid the emotional part. It's just the intelligence of knowing sometimes you need to calm down before you address issues.
So emotional regulation.
Yeah.
Emotional regulation.
I get it, like a mad to the point you're not actually asking me directly. So you're going to other people to make it seem like I have decided not to do this task.
Ngori.
You know, when I was leaving my last job,
kuambia uko na PCOS. Do you have a toothache?
You know, after she told me I was falling sick too much, and I saw a long month. So after she said, you know me, I can say these things. I really don't care. So after now I fall sick too much, and then she said that everyone needed to be going to the office because we were working hybrid. Was it hybrid? Yeah. Okay, but it was more like work from home than going.
So it was more remote than...
Yeah. So she said that everyone needs now to start working from the office. And then lo and behold, I was the only one who was going back to the office. Everyone else was now working from home. So she was sort of punishing me for falling sick. And then now when I handed in my resignation, because I decided to use my leave days to offset some of the days.
Notice period.
Yeah. So now on my last, because my last working day was on a Thursday, I think. And then on bado yo Monday, your week, she was still giving me, like I had a to-do list of 15 tasks. And I'm just like, madam, I'm going, why are you giving me more work, you know? Then now on Wednesday is when she was asking me for now, CG, what's going on with this client? What's going on with this account? I'm like, you didn't give me a chance to give you a proper handover. I don't even have anyone I'm handing over to. And I kid you not, I'm not coming back to do this. I don't like you that much. Yeah, so I wrote my report. Whether she accepted it or not, that was beyond me. Sent it and left. And then she didn't pay me because apparently going to the dentist is not sick leave.
Hey.
I'm telling you, if I ever see that woman, I'm
It's on site.
Swear to God.
She can get an anonymous link.
But do you think these people don't know when they're being
And you see, the gag is she's a psychologist.
Oh my God.
Because nilikuwa naangalia kama unaona venye tunasemanga mwalimu wa math hapa ni wapi. These guys were really boiling us in class and saying all the meanest of shits. Do you think in their conscious they knew they were hurting us?
I think people know what they're doing.
People do know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Sometimes maybe not consciously, but subconsciously. No, okay. Consciously they'll not. But then the guy will go and review his day and be like, hey, you over there with a dick. But then do nothing about it. They just come back and do the same thing. It's like,
That's the norm.
That's the way I
How come
am.
all the teachers are the same? Is it not a norm? Like they come and inherit some. It's like ministers. You see, like when a good minister comes into politics or the government, at first they're good, and then all of a sudden there's like a 360 turn. They now start being like the rest of them. There's a Rome. When you go to Rome,
Do as the Romans do.
Yeah.
It's toxicity.
Anyway.
When I
The
said nothing this
episode
entire
tunaitwa-
episode,
Nafikiria job.
In short,
It's not that. The episode is for people to let go. And yeah.
umekata
have
ku
let
let
go.
go juu bado una go through it.
Hapo hajakwambia.
jamaa ameibiwa do kwa ofisi. Achana naye. Yeah, you thought I would let you slide.
Sina maoni.
Is it
Thanks,
your money
guys.
or the
Bye
account's money
bye.
that you were supposed to be in charge
Bye.
of?
Bye.